Good morning. We just pulled up to the California Delta, and today we are going to be doing some summer bass fishing out here. Now, the reason I say summer bass fishing, I know it's not officially summer yet, but rigging up the rods last night in the garage, pretty much tying on all the baits, give or take a rod or two that I'll be fishing throughout the summer, at least for the California Delta. We've got a popper or a topwater rod, got a frog or a buzzbait rod, got our punch rod, we've got a swim jig rod, gotta have a chatterbait rod, and then of course we have our drop shot and Senko rods. So these are primarily the baits that I'll be throwing all summer out on the California Delta. Even though you get some extreme heat out here with some serious boat traffic, 5 a.m. to 11 o'clock in the morning can be really good fishing, and these Delta bass in the summer can be super aggressive. So I'm hoping they're biting our baits today. We got about 6.5, 7 hours to fish. Got a big tide swing. We're pretty much dropping all morning at least. We're starting out high, we're gonna end low. So hopefully the fish are biting and chewing on some of our summer bait picks for the California Delta. Enough talking, let's get fishing. Might as well go right after it. Start with a little popper. Gotta throw topwater first thing in the morning on the summer days. Got to. Oh, got a bite right there. See? Oh my God. See, the fish are just so aggressive this time of year. It's like second cast. A lot of dinks in the summer, but a lot of big ones too. First fish of the day. Delta giant on the popper. They definitely get bigger, I promise. Oh, there's a good one. Finally got a keeper dude on the popper. There we go. Small keeper. Ooh, jaws all busted up. That's the size in the right direction at least. There's a big one. There we go. I don't want him to pull off. These are hooks, smaller hooks. I don't know how big he is. I can't even get him up. Dang. Oh, that's a pretty big one. It's a net-worthy fish. Yeah, there we go. There's a good one on the popper. Nice. Yeah, solid chunk. There we go. Thought he was way bigger than that. Digging me like he was a lot bigger. Man, I wish 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock could last all morning. Kinda getting a little too windy for the popper for me at least. So we're gonna go to the chatter now. Tide is moving though. They should be biting. I feel like the chatterbait's one of the maybe 2 or 3 baits that you could truly have on year-round on the Delta. You can just always get bit on it, no matter the time of year. All right, little guy on the chatter. It's a good sign. Yep. Alrighty. Conditions seem chatter-like, right? If things go to plan, we'll keep fishing this chatterbait throughout the morning, maybe some topwater, but as that tide keeps dropping and we get to, 10, 11 o'clock when it's pretty low, that's when we're probably going to switch over to our punch and our frog if we find the right stuff. That's why you gotta have so many baits in the summer. You just gotta play the conditions and the tides, of course. That'll all just depend, you know? There we go. I knew the little general had to work in baby bass because there's a bunch of baby bass around us. Another little keeper. Thank you, sir. That had to work. This is definitely an area loaded with fish. Just got to find the right ones to bite. Not a dink, not a giant. Oh, I wasn't recording that? For real? Oh well. The magic right now. I don't know if it's magic, but it's what's getting us bit. There we go. Alrighty, a little punchy action. Freaking junk fishing day today, guys. What's that, like a Senko fish, chatterbait fish, a popper fish, a punch fish? The tide is finally starting to get low enough where I do think they're starting to suck under some of this cover. It's thick, dude. I got 1.25 ounces tungsten and I'm barely getting through some of this stuff. Oh my god. Dang it. Got thumped. Jeez, that hyacinth is pretty strong. Oh my god. Dang it. A couple bites on the punch, that's good. There's gotta be a fish one back there. It's a combination of hyacinth. Yeah, it's not even busting through. Yeah, how is that stuff so thick? Something's pulling up. Dude, I'm getting bit like a lot. I don't know if they're maybe bluegill or little bass or what, but oh my god, dude, why can't I get these fish out? This is a problem. The real stuff is so thick. Oh, he's still on. Oh, that's why. Oh my god, so if I lost that fish, that would have been easily a 6-pounder. Okay, that's why they're not getting the bait that good. Catching minnows on the punch. It's a fun bite though, because they all feel big when you catch them like that. Look at that big old carp over here. Yikes. Eee, that one came out. Man, you're getting bit on the punch. They shouldn't be this small, especially on the Delta. A little better. A little better. I still want the punch. Keep it punching. There should be one right under here. If there's any depth at all, there should be a fish there. Yeah, I guarantee there's another fish right there. Look, freaking got those pinchers, the outside pinchers, both of them. Stinker. What the heck? Unless they're just little dinks, probably is another dink. What's up with all the little ones biting today? Oh, man. We're running out of this color. Got black and blue, but this is definitely more of a bluegill color, which I think they're munching on. That's the good stuff right there. There's gonna be a fish right in this section. As soon as we get around this hyacinth, every single time, there's fish underneath them. See, every time. They're not big, but they're fun. Man, these are the smallest punch fish I've ever caught in my life. Just like we said too, as soon as that hyacinth shows up, there's fish underneath it. Problem is, I just don't see a whole ton of it. There should be more though. I guarantee there's more fish underneath this little stretch. Oh, dude, I waited for that fish to take it. Oh, he's there. He's just got hung up on a dude, what is going on here? My God. They want this bait for sure. Like, it's not just the drop. I'm like yo-yoing it a couple of times and they're biting too. Just little ones. Usually the big ones eat the punch. It's just such a fun bite that, like, even if you're catching small ones, it's hard to put down. You just have that confidence that a big one eventually will bite. Gonna have to switch colors soon. Or now, actually. Dang, I think we're out. Alright guys, if it wasn't summer bass fishing, it certainly feels like it based on this temperature. I mean, it's almost 90 degrees. It is hot. It's about 1 o'clock, and you know what? I was a little nervous this morning that things wouldn't go to plan and end up catching them all on like a drop shot or something like that, but the fish behaved. They were eating a lot of our baits that we typically, like I said, throw in the summertime. Just to kind of quickly recap the day, we started out with the Topwater, that little popper, got a few blow-ups, got a few fish, one decent one, nothing too good, but it certainly worked in the morning. First thing, low light, you got to go with that Topwater. That'll probably be a staple every time we come out here on the Delta this summer, is Topwater first thing in the morning, which we might mix up with a Chapo or like a buzzbait or something, but I like the popper right around May, June. Then the wind kind of, as the Delta always seems to be, got picking up pretty good, and that wind got moving, so that told me chatterbait. We got one on the chatterbait, definitely not an epic chatterbait bite. We kind of scrambled junk fish, caught a few on the general, and you know what, overall it was kind of tough fishing. We weren't really getting any size, and it wasn't like catching crazy tons of numbers either, but I'd say the winner today of all of our baits would be the punch rig, that Berkley Pit Boss in the green pumpkin with green flake. Really just a little bit more of a bluegill imitator versus a black and blue. If you stood up, you saw tons of bluegill on beds and just moving around. Had that Pit Boss on a 3/0 flipping hook. We had a 4/0 on there initially, but it was just getting hung up and ripping the bait up too much. And as soon as we switched over to that 3/0, even though it's a smaller hook, we were getting through those mats a lot easier, and our hookup ratio was a lot better. It was just less of that hook to catch on all that junk. But big weight, 1 1/4 ounce weight, pegged it with 2 pegs, and that was our setup. That was our deal. The only bad part about the punch bite was they all seemed to be little. Very strange. This is the first time ever that I think I was punching that quality of fish. Just not what I'm used to as far as punch fish. Usually when you get on a punch bite, they're at least keepers, but we were getting a lot of small ones. Either way, it was fun to punch fish, just a technique that I haven't been able to do in a while. But I think that is going to do it for today's day of summer bass fishing out on the California Delta. So as always, thank you guys for watching, for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the video today, and I will catch you in the next one.